Sentenced her to 2 years in the TBC.
Her child just turned 13. The child's father is also in prison and
handled their business, right? I'm not inclined to give you 2 years. Marie Brubaker, can I have parties announced?
Jason Garahan for the state, John.
Lindsay Shaw for Ms. Brubaker.
And are you Ms. Brubaker? Did you review the documents entitled motion to revoke community supervision and state's motion to supplement pending motion to revoke probation with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Brittany Marie Brubaker who was placed on community supervision in 2021 CR 8728B for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams on February 23rd, 2022 for a term of 6 years? Is that you? All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Violating condition number 4 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Brittany Marie Brubaker. The defendant there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months in May and June 2024, violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. Your Honor, we'll waive the remaining violations.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you to 6 years in the prison? You need to speak up. I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4? Court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, there is, Your Honor.
Yes.
It is to revoke the individual's probation and sentence her to 2 years in the TBC. Yeah, sorry, that's it.
All right. So what has she done on probation?
Judge, she successfully completed both ISF and SATIF. And so she has done that while on probation. And as to her not reporting, I can tell the court she's a single mother. Her child just turned 13. The child's father is also in prison. And so during this time, she's been working full time, and she understands she made the wrong decision to not report to probation, but it was because she was working, trying to have, be able to take care of her child.
All right, so let me just explain to you what my problem is. What my problem is all you had to do was pick up the phone and call probation. And this is not the first time you've been before the court for not reporting. So you have a 13-year-old and you're a single parent and you work. There are so many people who have children and they work, but they still handled their business, right? So I'm not going on any of the other allegations in the motion, but there's allegation of marijuana use. There's allegations of amphetamine use. So there's a lot going on here. I'm not inclined to give you 2 years because 2 years for the court in your case is somebody who has successfully completed everything and hasn't been back to the court. 1, 2, I think this is your third motion to revoke. And the first time you had a motion to revoke, it was with a different judge, and they altered and amended your condition for SATA. Then the next time you had a motion to revoke, that was with me, and it was a violation of condition number 4. And all of these classes that were given when you were not reporting had to do with your drug use. So who is taking care of the 13-year-old now?
My sister has him right now.
All right. Has them?
Has him.
Has him?
Yes.
Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to, the court is finding violation condition number 4 true. The court is going to revoke. The court is going to sentence you to 4 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served, and there's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You have a child, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Either you're going to get your life together and be in their life and be a good parent or not, but you can't keep putting yourself first. And I always tell people, you want to be clean and sober, be clean and sober for yourself. But sometimes people don't want to do it for themselves because they like where they are or they can't get out where they are. So if you're not going to do it for yourself, then do it for your child. But don't keep coming in and out of the child's life making promises that you know you're not going to keep. If you're going to be the fly-by-night parent, be that fly-by-night parent. I'm the happy go parent. I'm just coming in to give you gifts, say I love you, and then I leave. But don't come in there trying to make rules because you haven't been there. You haven't been a mom. All right. When you're released from prison, if you can't find a place that can help you maintain your sobriety, if I'm still here, you can come back here. I'll pick up the phone, call somebody to help you. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you. Okay. All right. Just one moment. And there's also an enhancement paragraph. Are you proceeding on the enhancement in each count?
So just regarding count one, regarding count two.
Okay. I understand. All right. All right. Mr. Jimenez, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? In count one, you're charged with aggravated robbery. If the state is able to prove up the enhancement allegation, your range of punishment is anywhere from 15 years to 99 years or life, and a possible fine up to $10,000. In count two, you're charged with unlawfully carrying a weapon with a felony conviction. You're charged with unlawfully carrying a weapon with a felony conviction as a third-degree felony. The range of punishment for that offense is anywhere from 2 to 10 years. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement you were giving up those rights? According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 15 years in count one, and in count two, they're not. That is, you're right. Okay. So according to the plea bargain agreement, you're to be sentenced to 15 years in count one. And count two, you're to be sentenced to 10 years. Counts one and counts two will run concurrently. Is there anything, because I'm trying to do it from memory at my first glance of the paperwork. And to count one, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? To the enhancement under count one, how do you plead? True or not true?
True.
To count two, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
The offer states one attachment.
No objections, Your Honor.
All right, states you may be excused. All right, after reviewing states exhibits one and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty of counts one and counts two. The court will find you guilty of counts one and counts two. The court will find the enhancement true based upon your plea of true and based upon states exhibits one and attachments. Are you waiving PSI?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. In count one, the court will sentence you to 15 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. The court will sentence you to 10 years in count two. Give you credit for any time served. In count one, there's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. Counts one and counts two will run concurrently. There's a $2,000 fine. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor. He had a federal case that he got 17 months on. He entered custody on May 12th, 2022, which is 3 weeks after this case. And he's been in continuous custody since. I believe he was released from Karnes County, which is the federal penitentiary, where they're holding him actually on September 24th, 2024. But he has been in continuous custody since May 12th, 2022 to present.
Oh, he'll receive credit for that time.
Thank you.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because these are felony convictions, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. So here's my question. Why the tears?
I'm signing my life away.
Well, I mean, this is your choices. I mean, this is over you taking some beer with a gun in your hand. Was a beer worth 15 years of your life? Well, that the stipulations that you agreed to, I've read it, and you put somebody's life in fear of their life because you wanted what they had. So what I can tell you is, if you want to cry, cry for the person that you put their life in danger when they're just trying to do their job. If people don't want to go to prison, people shouldn't do prison things. Well, I mean, you had a chance to be in the free world, to be with your children and your wife, but you chose this. So this is where we are. If you would have gone to a jury trial and a jury would have found you guilty, let me just tell you, based on my experience, you know what a jury would have done? They would have looked at your tattoos. They would have known what those tattoos meant because they would have been told what those tattoos meant during punishment, and they would have gave you life, and they would have went on their way. They would have gave you life on that case, and for the gun case, they would have given you the maximum. So if you don't want to be standing before a judge crying about your wife and children, then stop doing this. All right.